across 3,000 yards for the season.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led out by the man from Boston College, the rookie at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Carter. And his first look is incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Straight ahead with Jefferson.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And they'll go right back to Jefferson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A give up the middle to Jefferson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirect.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And now it's 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's Ethan Evans now. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Boye Mafe. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now a give running left with Jefferson.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Come 19. Come 19. Hunt.
Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Seahawks at 4-12 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They'll look to throw again.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rashee Rice, 63 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Matthews. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. And that's a nice one for the stat line, by the way. That last grab is 50th on the year. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On the counter, this is Jefferson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Carter. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Carter. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away, and this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And Walker has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. The Cards finish off a dreadful campaign with another loss. They could muster just 1 win all season, 1-16, as they get ready for big changes ahead.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Able to slither by.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Rashee Rice
with career touchdown number 70 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and long. This is Fant on the short completion. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Carter over the middle, complete. That's Hart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Here we go, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 39 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And they'll run on 1st down with Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Off the play fake. Carter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Now Carter. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Reek Woolen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Carter. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Open target, here's Matthews. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, this was a very close ball game.